everyone, is Clement, and today we have an exceptional guest as we are joined by the one and only best player in the world at Brazil, Aymericpierre.
Yo guys,
Alright, so should I actually call you Emeric or Pierre, or like what do you prefer?
I don't mind.
Yeah.
Everyone just calls me Pierre online
Okay,
because
okay.
they don't know that Emmerich is a name.
Yeah, I mean, of
But
course I
yeah,
know because I'm also French, so but yeah, I'm gonna call you Pierre because that's what everyone calls you. That's probably better.
alright.
So yeah, so what brought you to like learn Brazil in such a depth, like into becoming the best player in the world at the country?
So I think it's just that it's a big country first of all,
Yeah,
and I realized I was not that bad compared to other big countries just with the vibes, and then that other people were not that good as well at the
yeah,
country. So maybe
yeah,
that's
yeah. I've heard
that's
you've like learned a lot about the vegetation and stuff, and no one really has bothered to go that deeply into like specific regional vegetation in Brazil. And like yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to hear more about.
yeah.
Um,
We're definitely gonna see some plants, I think, in
yeah, yeah,
this
yeah.
video.
And yeah, how would you like say newer players like how could they improve at the country? Like, what's the best thing to look at and in order to train?
The yeah, the most important thing I would say is like pole supports. First of
Yeah,
all, knowing which state has supports or not, that's like so important. You can
yeah,
immediately like rule out half of the states just looking at one pole usually or something like that. So
yeah. I
that's
mean,
super
true.
useful.
Especially as it's like on every round you're gonna see a pole, so like it's the only like consistent thing in Brazil probably. So yeah, that's a good take
Yeah,
definitely.
like infrastructure metas for me are like 10 times more useful than car metas
Yeah,
because like they're gonna recover Brazil in like 2 days. So
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
you're gonna need to learn all the cars again. But I mean, still, there's still some useful stuff. But if you play a lot, either way, you're gonna realize what bros or where. You don't really need to like look at every zone. You can like just play a lot basically and learn the cars that way.
Yeah,
Works.
yeah. Alright, so today we're gonna play for like about an hour and play no move to see like as many clues as we can, and we're gonna use Balance Brazil. I mean, I think that's the most used map, so yeah. And do
Yeah,
live
it's
challenges as then we
updated
can
now.
like talk live about the rounds. So yeah, yeah, it's well updated map. Alright, so let's get started. So I think on every round I'm gonna like first give my thoughts, unless I really don't know, and then yeah we can like talk about the rounds. And yeah, just try to make the best combined guesses. Alright. So this is like, wow, Omega flat and agricultural. Okay, so I have a first thought. Yeah, is it the one road in Bahia? Is it so flat and with that angle?
Yeah, Angle's pretty good at Bahia for the Bahia road.
Yeah, the 20. Yeah, I feel like I always want to go there when it's like pretty flat, at least compared to other provinces and like Omega agricultural like this.
There are a few roads in Piauí which look kind of like this as well.
Yeah, it's a bit green, I want to say, for Western Bahia potentially. So yeah, I don't know. Would you go Piauí on this?
Actually, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure here, but like, yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Nice call.
This is kind of a tricky round, not your usual Piauí, but yeah, this is kind of hard. First round, I would say.
Yeah, I think it was a bit green probably for where I went. Like usually this is just like very dry. I'm actually gonna.
Yeah, maybe the red is the dirt is too red also for there, but I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm just opening it, Jason, quickly to show you what this road looks like. It's usually very yeah, it's pretty gettable. It's a bit drier than the round we had. So yeah. All right, round two. Okay, quite a different landscape. We don't have supports here, as you can see. Normal poles without supports.
Yeah,
And
that's an insane clue here. Just
yeah,
with this landscape, you can look at like exposed rock north.
yeah, true. This
That is like
mountain,
so useful.
yeah,
And we have a
Summit Peak
lot of the rocks as
Mountains.
well northwest
Yep.
also.
So you
It's
definitely with this landscape. I mean, that's the first thing you see. I think you're definitely thinking Espiritu Santo or Southern Bahia, and then with the like normal poles without supports, I think you should go Southern Bahia probably.
yeah, it's definitely Bahia
Yeah,
south
yeah.
for sure.
All right, I think we can
Um,
send
and yeah, I mean,
unless you have a precise region guess, but yeah,
no, I mean
it's
that's
always
good.
a bit hard to to 5K because
See
there's
why
so many mountains like that.
yeah, see why knowing supports now is really good, so you can get a really precise guess on some locations.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the first step of that is knowing which states are more likely to use like round poles, and then after that, yeah, knowing the supports and the combo of those two is like very strong. Okay,
Yeah, we have a
this
road
is
number here,
pretty
so
tricky. Yeah. Oh,
but it was kind of hard with just the landscape. Divided road kind of helps, because there are not that many divided roads in Brazil.
yeah.
But yeah,
What does
where
a
they exist.
LMG mean? Is like
So I'm not sure what L means, but MG definitely
yeah,
means Mina.
yeah. I mean, that's what I thought. Yeah. Yeah, it also kind of makes sense with the landscape, hilly, and as you said, a big road, divided road.
But
Yeah.
not
Other than that,
really common.
yeah, yep.
In Sao Paulo, Minas has a few Goiás, and then like in the south, like Parana.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know this road. Yeah,
That's a bit
it's
hard.
divided.
I mean, that's probably divided for like yeah. I mean, on the map it's
Oh,
divided
it's
for
divided.
50 meters on the intersection, so that's a bit
That's
tough.
kind of tricky. This one. Okay.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of a road that goes to the middle of nowhere. You wouldn't expect it to be divided. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, Brazil can definitely be tricky like this. Okay. I think this is a bit more tricky for certain people. I mean, we do have a lot of those are Macau palms, right? I mean, the one in front of
So
us, west, or I don't know.
yeah, west southwest. There's one Macau palm in this round, and the other. No,
Yes,
I can
southeast.
see a few. Straight south, there's one as well, and
Mm.
southeast, these are not Macau palm.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
I feel like I would associate these with like Tocantins, Para, Manao region, like border area. Yeah, I don't know.
this thing southeast, when it's spammed, usually it's really good for like Goiás.
Okay.
It's called Guariroba in Portuguese.
All right.
It's a type of Cyagrus, which is a genus of palm, but it's
Okay.
usually really good for like Sao Paulo and Minas, like Panhandle and Goiás.
Okay. Wow. Well, I was like, I was
Yeah,
not at all aware of that. So very nice. I would have probably went. Yeah, as I said, northern talk. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, this
Nice.
palm, because the landscape in the central Brazil, it's like the same biome. It's just the savanna, right? So it's so
Yeah.
hard to get the region correctly. Like Tocantins, Mato Grosso 50-50 is so hard even for me still.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
And you can
I
definitely
mean,
get similar hilliness also in like more north. So yeah, it can be
yeah.
very hard. So
So
that's
these
pretty nice.
palms
Okay.
spammed here, a good clue for not too north, I would say.
All right. Okay. Next round. I'm gonna put a bit longer timer, I think, because
Yeah.
some rounds are more interesting than others. Mm, okay.
No supports here. Every time I look at every time I get a lock, I just look for some poles if there are supports or not. That's like
Yeah.
first thing I do in every round.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it looks northeastern, but it's always a bit hard to get to state as they are smaller and kind of can look similarly. I would maybe go for like yeah, I don't know, Paraiba, Pernambuco. I don't know.
This pole kind of reminds me of, I don't know why, but like Bahia or Sergipe or something.
Okay.
Um, I don't know. This round is kind of hard. There are not too
Yeah,
many
there's a
really
building
good
west.
to
There's like a random building. I don't know what that means.
might
Yeah.
try Sergipe, but I'm not too sure.
Mm. Yeah.
That's kind of hard.
Okay.
But yeah.
Uh, yeah, we were looking at the city that was like random buildings, and yeah, I mean that's a bit hard. Okay.
Usually the soil is redder here.
Okay.
That's kind of the clue for like Vitoria da Conquista region, and very smooth soil as well.
Yeah.
But this time it was like white, so a bit hard.
Yeah. Definitely, and it wasn't like any of the clusters, right, that are in Lenly's document or stuff. I mean, I don't know, maybe it was actually.
I mean, this was 23, so
Yeah,
I don't know.
nah, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna put 1 minute and 30 seconds, I think. Okay,
Yeah.
let's get into the next seed. But yeah, it looked like it could have been like a sugarcane mill or something like the building, but I'm not sure. Okay.
Hey, this run is good, I think. This is a good run.
Yeah.
For vegetation and
Yeah. Okay. So in terms of landscape, first you see it's very hilly and stuff. So you wanna consider eastern states. I mean, Minas, Bahia, Espirito probably. Then I see what I think are Bahia palms. Kind of looks like Maranhão. Oh,
These
they
are
are
not
not.
Bahia palms.
What are they then?
Yeah.
Are they just Maranhão palms?
Kind of looks. It's like the same genus of Maranhão palms, but these are not babasus. Yeah. I don't know the. It's like some sort of Atalea, maybe like Funifera or something, or like Oleifera. I'm not sure, but with this landscape, I know that these ones are spammed like Alagoas Pernambuco border most of the time.
Okay, so I was again I was completely wrong. All right, I mean that's good
Yeah,
to see like this to be useful.
here, if you don't really know vegetation, if you like just kind of know vegetation and you just read Plunkett Guide, I would definitely you would definitely think these are babasus and go like Maranhão or something like that.
Yeah, true. They look exact same, but I mean the landscape is kind of crazy for Maranhão, but like yeah, it's hard to know still.
Yeah.
But okay.
Here I'm not. I don't actually know, so I'm clicking border.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a great call. Okay. Yeah, I mean I would have with that landscape. I mean I had no clue. I would have probably went like Bahia, Minas border. So okay, very good to know.
Yeah, that's good run for vegetation enjoyers. This one.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, we have our first Gen 3, I think. It's always a bit harder because you know it's like quality is lower, so it's harder to look at poles and stuff and vegetation. Here we do have supports though. I mean, other than that, I don't really know what to say. Like, there's a Palm West. I'm not really sure if that's a Macau. I don't know.
This is the Macau palm.
Okay.
Okay, the thing about Macau palms is that people think when they're spammed, it's like only like Mato Grosso do Sul, Paraguay border, but it's not true.
Yeah,
there are so many different hotspots for Macau palms. For example, like near Belo Horizonte, there are so many. Like in Tocantins, there are a lot. Like in Maranhão, you can see like a forest sometimes also. So like it's definitely not only MS.
Good to know. I mean, this is a hard round. I would maybe say this is a higher altitude Minas, but I don't know. I could just see Goiás. I don't know. Like the soil is kind of red. It's just the road that's just gravel. Yeah, maybe Goiás actually.
I think I'm leaning Goiás on this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it looks like normal poles maybe, so.
So it's like a I don't know. I just thought Goiás or like a weird MS somehow, but I
don't. It was Distrito Federal.
Right. That's true.
I mean, it looks the same when you're in the rural parts, of course, of that state. So yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Good call. Back in Gen 4. This time you have white car, you might wanna... When you get, like, if you wanna get very good at Brazil, you might wanna watch out for where you see white car. Sometimes it can be useful.
But this is white car is actually like one of the most useful cars. Brazil.
Yeah.
Probably the most useful.
Okay.
Or not, a
Yeah,
bit too.
this round is just like kind of dry vegetation, but pretty nondescript. The soil is not too red. Yeah, I don't really know what to say here. It's very flat, so I wanted to go maybe Piauí or Bahia probably, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not so sure here. What is this? I mean, it's definitely. Wait, I. Wait. Let me check a road real quick that I know. Okay, there's that one road in Mato Grosso that kind of looks like this.
Wow.
Wait.
That's wild.
Uh,
I would. I honestly, like white car
I
is what's
really thought.
weirding me because I don't know if Piauí has white car like this. Like I would associate that more with Toco or Mato Grosso. So yeah.
I don't know if this is a really insane guess. I know there's an area in Mato Grosso
Oh
here.
my god.
No way. Okay, that's insane.
What? That is
It
so
took me a
coincident.
while to get this. It took me a while here, but
Nice.
this road you just kind of have to learn it.
Wow.
Um, that's
And
okay.
that's like brand new coverage, right? That's like something. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
kind
I,
of new.
I made this Jason before this road existed. Okay. I clicked like on every road pretty much of Mato Grosso last year, and yeah. Wow.
Yeah, they just love driving Brazil. They just- they-
I mean that's
It's
crazy. Like
great.
the vegetation on that one panel we had looked like so like I don't know savanna type trees.
Yeah, I really thought it was like Piauí Bahia border, like for the longest time, and then I
Yeah.
realized there's this one road in Mato Grosso.
Wow.
But yeah,
Yeah, very nice there. Okay. Yeah, I mean this type of stuff you're not gonna get correctly unless you've played Brazil for I don't know hundreds
a
of
year.
hours almost. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like yeah. All right. First thing you see here, no supports. As we've
Yep,
said,
that's good.
that's very useful. I mean, other than that,
We have long grass here. It's
yeah,
actually a
true.
good clue because you're not gonna see this long grass in like Alagoas, right?
Mm.
It's more of a central thing usually. So, and then we have these insulators, the
Yeah, the fat
like
ones.
Lego insulators or
Yeah,
whatever. So with no support, it's like basically just between Bahia and Piauí.
yeah. And you would say this
Makes
is
sense.
too dry to be like manual, for example, or this pole is just not very manual.
Um, I think this pole can be Maranhão, but I definitely, I don't know.
Mm, yeah,
Um, I just thought this was either Bahia or Piauí.
yeah, yeah. Fair
Um,
enough. I, I mean that makes sense. It's pretty dry. Okay.
Also, we have like a mountain, like southwest. It's like a
Yeah,
flat mountain, like a Lesotho type
yeah.
mountain. Um, this is also good for like the middle of the country. Oh, Piauí. Okay, it's actually really
Okay.
close to Maranhão.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine. Yeah, it's always kind of hard to know where you are in the middle. Like even here, we will pretty much have to be between those two states, but we're still like 300 kilometers away. It's like it can look all the same. And that's when car meters maybe can be useful. I don't really know. I think we had striped car. I don't know if that's. I think that's also in Bahia. So like
But yeah,
it's not the best for this round at
maybe
least.
not too West Bahia, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
This is like an easy round, I would say,
Okay.
to me.
I mean,
I feel like this
yeah.
is
I would probably lean Piauí again. I think,
the
but I'm
typical
not
landscape
sure.
of Piauí, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So we have like red gravel, like northwest on the side of the road, like here. That's like so good.
Yeah.
Um, and then no support.
Yeah.
Piauí
Yeah.
already has no support 100% of the time, so backs that theory up.
Yeah.
Um,
And then I mean it's too flat to be more east and too much red soil and like and Bahia. I mean how would you rule out Bahia on this? I mean I guess it just looks like Piauí. Like
I mean, if it's Bahia, it's gotta be west, right? It doesn't
Yeah.
look like the coast. So
Yeah.
it looks more inland. But like this, I will be shocked if this is Bahia.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, I
Definitely make
think yeah,
Aymericpierre either.
yeah,
Let's
yeah,
see.
yeah.
No Bahia. But somewhere in between.
Just gonna go middle. Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Middle.
Ah, that's pretty lucky. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, I assumed maybe more north it would be a bit more tropical, but that's not always true. I've seen logs near Terracina that could look like this. So okay, nicely there. How? Yeah, I mean, we had like one hard round, and yeah, which you got U5 gate.
Yeah, because I know the road.
Yeah.
And even then, I took a bit to get the road. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of hard.
All right, let's jump into the third seed. Okay, very blurry
Here,
courage here.
you gotta know the blur here.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the first thing I thought was Northwestern Sierra.
Yeah, it's this. I think.
Okay, okay. So like very blurry courage with white car. I think it has to be there, pretty much.
Okay, we have another insulator clue here. We have like UFO transparent insulator on the poles. You see like northeast. There's one.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that one.
So
Okay.
this in the northeast is usually more like Alagoas and Sergipe.
Yeah.
Uh,
And they are
you
also
can
in
also
Sierra
use
Rally.
Sierra sometimes. Yeah, they're also in
Okay,
Sierra.
I kind of forgot about that, but that's nice to know as a confirmation.
But this blur should just be Sierra, Northwest Sierra.
Okay.
Right. With the white car.
Yeah.
And if you have this blur with blue car, it should be like Bom Jesus da Lapa area in Bahia.
Yeah. But that's a much bigger area, I think. Like it's. I mean, it's a lot around Bomb Races, but it's also I've seen it more east.
Yeah. It's more east as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure here, so I'm just clicking somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess maybe it gets more dry, more west. I don't know. Maybe not.
Not sure.
Yeah. Okay, we have an
pull meta here.
yeah an interesting pull top here with all the insulators on one side. I think those are common in Minas and Santa Catarina, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But
When
then
you have 3 insulators on one side and the support is on the other
Yeah,
side.
yeah.
That's the big thing.
Okay.
Yeah, Minas and SC only.
Yeah, so this is a pretty huge pull meter actually, because a lot of those states can be like, I mean, for Minas you could go like Rio, Espirito, or Sao Paulo easily, and for Santa Catarina sometimes it's hard to commit there if you're not really sure. So definitely a good meter, an easy one to remember.
Yep. So yeah, we have some round poles here.
Yeah.
We have some bold grassy hills, very good for like Minas, Rio, Espirito area.
Yep.
So I'm pretty sure this is gonna be Minas with this pole.
Yeah.
We have some pine trees here, not that common in Minas, but definitely leaning more like south with the
Okay.
pine trees.
Where do you see pine trees actually?
Like from southwest to like Juiz de Fora maybe.
No, but where on the round?
Oh, I saw one. Where was it?
I can open the lock after.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Okay. Good call. I'll open the round when we finish. But yeah, then I guess it's interesting to watch out for pines if you're in Minas to Regionguessing state, because it's still a huge state. I mean, you saw us go below horizontal max north on the first seat, so.
Yeah, I mean that was kind of a hard round.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Okay, here we are on a huge highway. I mean, huge, like a lot of cars around and stuff. Immediate thought, Sao Paulo probably, but.
Divided highway here, not the
Let's
easiest
look
round,
around.
I would say.
Let's look around.
Some Macau palms in the round.
Yeah, there's round poles, so.
You have a lot actually of Macau palms. Interesting. It could be
Yeah.
Minas then with
Yeah.
this amount of Macau palms.
Yeah, definitely. I considered maybe like the, or could it be Rio, for example, like the highway between Rio and Sao Paulo?
I mean, I don't think. I mean, it's kind of rare to see this amount of Macau palms in Rio,
Mm.
so I would not
Okay, so
consider
what
it.
you are saying is it's Belo Horizon probably then?
It
Oh,
doesn't have to, because
yeah.
I'm not so sure here.
Mm.
I would lean Minas with the amount of Macau palms, but
Okay.
um, yeah, there are a lot on the hills like west, northwest.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not so sure here.
yeah. I'll stick with my
Might
first
stick
thought,
better.
but we'll see. Nah, I moved off. I mean, yeah, I went for the guess I would have made probably in the game, but yeah, good to
Yeah,
know.
but
Then,
the Mac.
yeah, would Macau Palms like really mostly exclude Sao Paulo over Belo Horizonte? Like if there's a spam like that on hills?
Spammed on hills like that, yeah, I would exclude Sao Paulo, I would say.
Okay.
Um,
I mean, again, here you can see like how useful the vegetation can be, because most people would definitely go Sao Paulo on that, I'm sure. Like with the amount of cars and the highway.
yep.
So
Yeah, I
yeah,
would
good
say
to
so.
know.
Okay.
Yeah, very interesting vegetation here. Yeah, I would say
Finally,
those are yeah
Cameroonian.
some Barbasu palms, like actual
Some Babasu,
some
finally
actual
here.
ones.
This.
Okay, nice.
Um,
So I mean, the average like first thought you should have when you see such a spam is Marniao probably, and then see
Maranhão.
if
Yep.
there's yeah. I mean yeah,
I
it's just blue
think.
cars, so I think we shouldn't be worried about, for example, Rondonia, which could also have, but I don't think you'd get that many in Rondonia.
Uh, Not that many. You can get some,
Yeah,
but with blue car, impossible Rondonia.
yep.
I mean,
It would.
there are like a few roads, but it was like
Yeah,
very very
it's
rare.
yeah. It would be striped car in Rondonia.
Um, yeah. So I
Also,
think this
it's
is just Maranhão.
yeah. It's also pretty sandy, I wanna say, like light soil, which definitely makes more sense for Manuel, I think.
Over what? Rondonia? Or
Yeah, over like more Amazonian states.
okay.
But yeah, Rondonia, yeah.
Um. Yeah. When I see this type of landscape, I kind of just click like middle of Maranhão label. Like I don't have a better guess.
Yeah.
And then max middle.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow. Nice. Yeah, I think it's pretty tricky to region guess Manio, right? It can look like randomly very tropical in the middle of the state and then randomly dry near the coast.
Yeah. Some rounds I would say are clearly like south Tocantins border, but other
Yeah.
than that, kind of hard.
Okay. Yeah, it's like I know some people have learned roads and stuff in Manio, so I think you have to go down that path to region guess some rounds there.
Yep.
Okay,
No.
finally an urban location. Like I don't think we've had any so far really.
Yeah. This is, and we can't see much here.
Yeah, it's pretty
Kind of
tricky.
annoying.
It's interesting that we have one round pole, because I wouldn't have expected this to be like a round pole state. I can't really see the car.
It's like blue car 23, I think.
Okay. So with round poles, I mean, I'm not really sure. I was thinking this was like more like middle north type vibe, like Maniao Para. But
I think there's a Macau Palm Southwest.
yeah, okay,
If
so
you look.
so that would make sense for MGDS then with the round poles. Oh.
But the blue car 23 is like
Yeah.
kind of suspicious for
Yeah.
MGDS here.
It looks like we do have the brake light. I don't remember if brake light blue car maybe is a thing. Nah, I don't know.
I kind of. My first thought was like Tocantins here, but the round pose is a little bit weird.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure.
Could it be like
Um,
Cuyaba in Mato Grosso?
It could be Cuyaba, yeah. It could be Cuyaba.
I mean, we don't have the specific lamps, but yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. The car
Nice.
was, I think the car is wrong here for Mato Grosso do Sul, blue car 23.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah. So good to know your
um
cars still can be useful for this type stuff.
yeah, this is kind of a tricky round though,
Yeah, I mean
unfortunately.
the round poles are pretty sus for Tocantins. Like I don't know.
If you play a lot and a lot of Brazil, you kind of like have the feel to know what clue you should ignore in the round.
Okay,
But that takes like hours of practice and
yeah.
yeah.
So would you say like round poles on random urban rounds like that are like less powerful maybe than like especially car meters, but also vegetation which you use there? Like
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, I would say so. So
okay,
round poles, if they're along like a rural road, that's pretty good.
yeah,
But if you see like only one round pole in like a town or something, that's not that good,
okay.
I would say.
I mean that's good to
I
know
mean,
because I get baited.
Tocantins have some. It's not 0% round poles,
Okay,
I would say. In urban, yeah,
all
yeah.
right.
It's kind of a hard round, I would say.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, my first thought was kind of correct. I did consider like the middle north of the country, but yeah, I don't know. I kind of got baited by the round pole, which would realistically, I think that would happen by to a lot of people, especially with like that Macau palm. So yeah, good to know that shouldn't always listen to round poles on urban locks.
Okay, we have a good clue in this round.
Ooh, yeah, we do have these alternating pole tops, which should be exclusive to Para and Mato Grosso, and I think
But
also in Santa Catarina or Parana. I don't remember.
oh yeah, I've never seen these three like triple insulators in Parana. I've seen in like RS and SC,
Okay.
but you missed one state in the center, and this state is Tocantins. So this pole
Ooh.
can
Oh yeah,
also be
true, true.
used.
Yeah, they also have it. Yeah. And
Um,
but we do have. Does the pole like directly west of us mean anything to you? Like the one insulator? I've heard some people say it's mostly Mato Grosso and Para, but Tocantins also has it maybe. No,
yeah,
it's like the
Tocantins
same.
also has it.
It's
Also,
like the same
it's kind of the same.
family. Yeah.
Uh, it's just horizontal insulators basically.
Yeah. And I think
So
we do
I'm not
have
sure.
long. We do have some long insulators on the pole southeast. I don't know if that means something to you.
Yeah, these are good. These are good for some states. Yeah, like Parana, MS, MT, Para, Tocantins,
Okay, so
even
it is
Cali,
also in
Maranhão.
Tocantins. Okay. Yeah.
So I'm not sure. There's a giant ridge to the west here.
Yeah.
Um, it could be Mato Grosso. It could be Tocantins. This is kind of the 50-50.
Mm.
I'm not good at,
Okay. Yeah,
and I'm still struggling.
this is again some new coverage. Yeah, I for some reason I didn't want to go to Conchins because I feel like I always see these polls more west in the state, but I didn't know like ridges like that in the west. But I mean,
Maybe.
I'm not the best at Brazil, so I'm probably ignoring some stuff.
Um, yeah, this giant ridge probably more Mato Grosso than Tocantins, I would say.
Okay.
To the west, because you get some giant ridges to the east if you're like on the Bahia border in Tocantins.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, usually the ridges are to the east there, but I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Brazil
this
is
will
a
be
huge country, so you never really know. There's like ridges you never learn. So yeah.
probably my first bad guess, I would say, is this lock, but
It's
it's
okay.
still
We're
not
gonna
the easiest one.
nah,
I mean,
we're gonna forgive you. It's fine.
okay, no support instantly again, so that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. This is kind of ambiguous vegetation wise. I mean, the fact we have no supports, I would probably lean northeast somewhere. Uh, yeah. I don't see too much stuff. And it's
Okay,
just blue
kind of a
car
tricky round.
23, so I don't know. I don't really know.
Okay, I see some ferns north, so I
Wow, yeah,
associate
true.
ferns to like not too north in the country usually.
Okay,
So my primary guess would be like the same area that we missed last time, like Vitoria da Conquista region.
okay. I mean, it's
And
true, we kind of have a front blur here, which.
I'm
which
not
are
sure if
common
that
in that
makes
area,
it
but
fair.
yeah, yeah, okay.
Um, it's just the ferns. I wouldn't say it's too north. So with the, but we have one pole with support as well. If you look
Yeah, yeah, true,
southwest
true. Yeah,
behind the
yeah, yeah,
pole,
yeah, yeah. Good spot. Okay.
so that would lean more Baya, but definitely like
Yeah.
not owned.
Okay. Wow.
Okay, it's there. Nice.
What a great guess. And yeah, I mean, to get Vitória da Conquista, you probably want to practice clusters of Brazil, like to know where the actual like big clusters of coverage are. So then you're gonna be able to click like in the places that make the most sense relative to coverage. So yeah.
Yeah, and I mean this round it was, I I say a little bit more, a little easier than the last Victoria we got, just because the soil was actually red this time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was a big difference. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. Striped car this time also no supports and very unique mountains there around us.
Yeah,
And I
these
mean,
mountains with the
these.
exposed rocks like this, but it's not the same type of exposed rock as in Espirito, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
more like
Drier.
orangey, like dry.
Yeah. And
So
it's also
these
smaller, much
mountains,
smaller mountains. But yeah.
yeah, it's also small. They remind me of either like Sierra, Rio Grande do Norte, or like Paraiba in the
Yeah.
northwest.
And
Um,
I think I would say another like good vegetation clue are those like longer grass. I mean, I don't know how you call them, but like next to the road.
oh yeah, yeah, to the northwest or to
Yeah.
the west alongside
Yeah,
the road.
northwest. Yeah.
These
Yeah.
long, yeah, this long grass as well is really good for this area. These three states, I would say, Ceará, Oran, and Paraiba.
Oh, so it's not mostly like Sierra, for example.
Nah, I would like, it's mostly
Okay.
Ceará and Oran, I would say.
Okay.
But northwest Paraiba is basically the same place. Like,
Yeah.
um, then you can't just line up the road here. I think I'm not sure. Uh,
Okay.
I don't see any poll clues for
Yeah,
any of the states.
I also thought striped car would be more Sierra, but
Yeah,
I'm not really sure about that.
I'm just clicking try point here because I don't really know.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Nice.
Yeah, I mean the
Yeah, that's kind of
maybe
gettable
the
with
two
the
states.
angle, but yeah, I would lean like I would have always leaned Sierra with striped car, but I guess it's good to know that it also exists there.
Yeah, this coverage is like 22 or 23. I'm not sure. Maybe,
Yeah, it was
and it has a
22.
little
Yeah.
front blur on the front right blur, kind of like the Amapa blur, but less blurry basically.
Okay. Okay, completely different landscape this time.
Okay, we have a
Yeah, we have.
we have a good poll clue here. Basically, just one state remaining after this
Ooh.
poll.
Oh, okay. We do have trident poles.
So rounded trodden poles, not only
Oh, okay,
trident,
okay.
which is
Oh, yeah, they are
also
rounded.
common
Yeah,
in Parana,
yeah, yeah.
but rounded trident poles are really only seen then in like Rio Grande do Sul and like Mato Grosso do Sul. This is clearly not Mato Grosso do Sul with the amount of Parana pines we have
Yep.
and this landscape. So just with the red soil and the plantations and the amount of Parana pines, I definitely lean like north and near Paso Fundo or something like that,
Okay.
I guess.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, as you saw with the Prana Pines, I immediately zoomed into Prana and like yeah, but it's true. You definitely get a lot of them too in Archdias and even sometimes in Sao Paulo. So yeah.
Yeah, Santa Catarina. I mean, like South Parana, North Rio Grande do Sul can be a really hard 50-50. It's not
Yeah.
really that bad if you miss it because it's not
Yeah.
that far away.
Yeah, true.
But oh wait.
Yeah, we have an interesting round here. I think it's striped car. With
Stripe car
with
24.
supports. Okay, I
When
have.
you see stripe car
Yep.
in the Amazon, because this is the Amazon, right? You get the
Yeah, yeah.
there's a nut tree to the southeast. So that's like good, very good for
Yeah,
the
true.
Amazon.
Like tall, standalone nut
Yeah,
trees.
very tree.
Yeah.
And very straight. So
Yeah,
basically, with striped car, it can only be two places in the Amazon. Rondonia has the most striped car, and Santarem just got some brand new 2024 coverage striped car, which I kind of think this is.
yeah. I was thinking the
Um,
exact same with the supports because usually Rondonia you wouldn't get supports at least consistently. But I mean, it's not
Rondonia, I
always
think,
true.
has like 69% of support, so you
Oh,
could
okay,
just get
yeah,
a road with full
yeah,
supports in Rondonia. It's
okay, yeah,
common.
okay.
Um,
I mean, then it's like a very straight road, like for long distance. So maybe I would actually lean Rondonia with that many roads covered.
okay. The
But yeah,
angle kind of makes, I don't know, I just thought it was Santarem. I don't
yeah,
know why.
yeah. That was my
I
first
can't
thought as well. I mean, with the nut trees, I mean that's that's the center emitter, right? But I don't know. Yeah, okay.
Ah, never mind. Okay, I got the wrong vibe here. The angle was kind of good for Rondonia though, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Fail.
I feel like it was just very empty, like in a deep forest vibe. I mean, usually Santarem, it's like you're not too far from the city and like you can kind of tell. But I haven't seen the new coverage that much, so I wouldn't be able to tell, to be honest. So
Yeah,
yeah.
let me try to find a lot. This kind of vibe of rounds.
Yeah. But would you get like a smaller road covered like that with the new coverage, or like it's mostly the big roads? Because
Yeah, I think. Wait, I'm not sure.
when you look around, it's like mostly still Gen 3 on the small roads.
Yeah, oh, it's true that only the main roads are. I mean, almost only the main roads are covered.
Yeah, maybe there's some urban coverage with Stripe, but I mean, yeah, there's some random urban coverage. So maybe like off roads from cities would have this coverage and maybe look like this. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I don't really find much.
Yeah, I got one off road. Okay. This is
Ah, yeah, okay. This is the pine we had in the Minas round. So okay, yeah, that was quite noticeable. I just don't watch out for that, but definitely a good thing to look to go much more southwest in Minas.
yeah, I would say so.
All right, so I don't know if we should we continue the game now.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. Wow,
Okay,
this is
okay,
like
it's
really
central.
the most average puzzle I want to say I've seen in a while.
Yeah, it's kind of hard, I would say.
Ah, there's a pole northeast, which is a bit weird, but I think it does have supports.
But we can't really see the. Yeah, it does have supports.
Yeah, which is good to know because then you wouldn't go Piaui. So
Yeah, you would go.
and then
Huh.
with this landscape, I was thinking just Toke, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we have some burnt soil here, which I like for token chains, but
Okay.
it's kind of a fake meta. I don't actually know here. This is like Central Brazil is definitely the hardest for me.
Yeah. I don't. I mean, it looks like it should be like an important road. There's a bunch of trucks around.
Yeah, definitely a yellow
And
road.
like it gets like to 3 lanes south. So can it be the 226 for example in Tok or like
Um,
I don't know if it has this courage. Oh, it's
what?
I didn't know it was that hilly there. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
around the
I
it's around the
actually didn't know
river.
that.
Yeah, that's very bait. I mean the angle fit like quite nicely and it made sense with like how big the road was, but yeah, that's a
Yeah,
bit hard.
I couldn't. Yeah, this is very hard. I don't know. I don't know how to get that one.
Yeah. I mean, vegetation-wise, it made sense for Western Bahia. It's just that that road normally doesn't look like this at all. So, I mean, I showed you
And
in the
it's just
beginning.
completely
Yeah,
flat.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, interesting clue here again. Trident poles with long insulators.
Yep, and no
But this
supports.
time, but this time it's not round, and yeah, it's no supports. Yeah. So would this just mean Maniao? I mean, the insulators are a bit weird for it, but
No,
oh wait,
Mariana has
no, wait,
good
no.
insulators.
Oh, okay, okay, it does. Okay, I was thinking something else, but no.
So yeah, Trident is a lot more Maranhão than Piauí. But I've definitely seen some Tridents in Piauí.
Hmm.
Leaning Maranhão. Um, I think we have some Macau palms to the northwest.
We do have an area code
Which
saying 91 for some reason, northeast. I
91? Right, this is definitely not Natal.
nah.
So
Wait, no, Belém with 91.
oh yeah, Belen. Wait, could it be Para? I guess it
I
can be
mean,
Para.
yeah, there's like no Maniao palms, which is a bit like slightly weird, but I think are those Macau palms northwest, like behind the blur?
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you trust the area code, or do you trust that there's just no supports everywhere? I'm not sure. I thought Maranhão though.
yeah.
Yeah, it's working.
I think yeah, most people would trust the area code here, but landscapes wise, it's yeah, probably made more sense. I mean, landscape pole wise, I should say.
Yeah, Macau Forest is a little bit weird for Para, I would say.
Okay, okay, that would
So
be
yeah,
more Maniao.
as I said at the beginning,
Yeah,
Macau Forest not only Mato Grosso do Sul
yeah,
can also be in Maranhão, so watch out.
yeah. I've definitely seen some logs around recently, like very baity amount of Macau palms in Maniao. So yeah, it's good to know. Okay, this time
Oh.
we do have the Babasus, right? I'm
Ooh,
sure.
this is a good round
And
of
we do have, yeah, yeah.
enjoyer.
I think we do have the Sierra palm, people would call it. The
Yeah,
how do you
yeah, no,
is yeah
Carnaúba.
Canova, yeah. So that's a nice round, yeah, as you said. I would associate this with Teresina.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not gonna be too ice. It's probably gonna be a bit north of Teresina, I would say. So we have Babasu here. So you
yeah,
would just think of Piauí or Maranhão. Then we have Carnaúba, which is like, I would say 9 times out of 10 gonna be Piauí with Babasu, and like
yeah.
1 time Maranhão. So definitely leaning Piauí here, and yeah, that's about it.
And you would lean more north because of the Carnauba or just the landscape in general, like in Piauí?
Uh, there's another palm like straight east. It's called Astrocarium vulgar.
Okay.
Um, so this one, when it's palmed, I associate more north. It's like northern Piauí, northern Maranhão, and like north Para near Belém, I would say when it's palmed. I don't
Okay.
know. I mean, I don't know how you would identify it, but it's just like
We'll see. Ah. And sometimes it's just oh, okay. Maybe I
oh, I
committed a
mean
bit too
north.
much, yeah. Yeah. Like 20 kilometers north of Teresina. Yeah, this man is just that precise at Brazil.
I've seen some locations. Let's say that.
Yeah,
Uh,
nice one.
I mean, I can send you the palm, but
Yeah. Ooh, we have some interesting coverage here. I mean, if you're interested in into learning coverages in Gen 4, Brazil is definitely one of the big countries, and here we do have some specific stuff. I feel like
yeah, we do.
yeah, this type of I don't know how you call it, desaturated Gen 4 or that type of stuff with exposed
I mean,
car. I associate that with
I
like
call
tri-point MGDS Goyas Minas.
so I call it fucked sky because if you look
Yeah.
up, there's like a big gray, um,
Ooh.
yeah, like a big gray rectangle.
Okay, yeah. I didn't know that actually.
So this is like Mato Grosso and Goiás mostly, like South Goiás.
Ooh, okay.
Um,
We do have a Mato
what
Grosso
was
pole, I think, northwest
we
also.
do? Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say northwest. There's a
Mm,
I mean, yeah, there's a Mato Grosso pole. So
yeah. And
obviously, it's
yeah.
Mato Grosso, and this coverage, I would say it's a little bit eastern Mato Grosso.
Yeah, I mean it.
I mean, you kind of have to know the roads, right? With this sky,
Yeah,
with the gray sky. So
I mean it kind of gave me Goya's vibe to begin with, so I guess it made sense to go there.
maybe
But
this road has it. Let me try.
okay,
I'm on the right road. Okay, that's good.
nice. Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah,
those
I know
poles,
this road has it, but yeah.
those empty poles are also found in Acre, so don't like automatically go empty because of that.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is Mato Grosso and Acre Pole, and I've seen it like twice in Tocantins,
Okay.
but I think I think ignore that. So, I mean,
Yeah.
it's too rare. Alright. Okay.
So here we do have
This is a good round.
supports and long insulators, but we do have a spam
Yep.
of are those manial palms? Some of them.
Yeah, some of them are Babasus.
Babasus. Okay,
With
so
other
with
palms.
yeah. So with
Uh,
this in mind, you definitely. I think it should be para. I'm not sure.
yeah, it should be Para. We also have a Gamma pole west.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was wondering, does that
And we
mean anything?
it's fine for Para.
Okay.
It wouldn't be like with the support, it wouldn't be Marignao or like anything Piaui or something like that.
Even Mato Grosso wouldn't have those. Oh.
Yeah, Mato Grosso would have a Gamma pole. They have
Okay.
roots.
Okay. Okay.
But now we have no support, so it's good.
Okay. And this is like some new coverage. I was thinking maybe about the new southern road. I mean, some middle road like the South Felix road. I don't know.
You see this like kind of patchy grass
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
everywhere?
Yeah.
This reminds me or more north in Para, like near Maraba,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
North Tocantins and stuff, but
Yeah, that definitely also makes sense with the
uh,
kind of spam of Manyao palms.
we do
Yeah.
have some big mountains to the east, so I'm not so sure. Maybe like there. I don't know.
Ah, I was the beginning of that road.
Ah, okay.
Nah, that's still fine.
What we had some other palms here. One is called 2D palm.
Ah, yeah,
It's
the
kind of
2D
funny.
pawn. Yeah. Yeah, we'll. Wait, I'll open the lock again.
It's another kind of. Wait, is it an astrocarium? Maybe. I don't remember. I know the name in Portuguese. It's like Bacabajileki, but
Hmm.
um, no, it's not an astrocarium. There's not a really good example in this round, I think.
Okay.
But it's the yeah, it's the one I sent you in DMs. The name.
Okay.
So this would be more. I mean, this in general, it's like the most south it can be is like in North Mato Grosso.
All right. Yeah.
So like if you have a like a Mato Grosso pole plus this, you just click like pretty north in Mato Grosso and you'll get a good guess.
Okay.
So, yeah. And when it's palmed, it's pretty good for like Maraba area as well, stuff like that.
Okay. Okay.
But there's only one. This one. That's it. But yeah, when you see these big mountains in Para, maybe it's gonna be a little bit more south than Maraba.
Yeah, I mean, I knew there was a lot of mountains near Parauapebas, and then yeah, the road to South Felix also has some random ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With this landscape though, like the patchy grass, it wouldn't have been like too west.
Okay. Yeah.
I feel like it was gonna be pretty east.
Do you get same patchy grass in like northern MT and yeah, northeastern Mato Grosso and Toke or like? It's just para.
I think it's more like northern talk and like South Maranyao and stuff like
Okay. Yeah.
that. There is a spot called Gurupi Grass. It's kind of the same. It's like the southwest city in Tocantins. Kind of looks like that as well. But the palms are completely different landscape as well.
Hmm.
Let me try to find a Gurupi Grass location.
Okay, but this, yeah. Okay.
It's not exactly the same, but
Yeah.
there are some areas with some patchy.
I mean, it's
And
good
then
to know,
obviously you
yeah.
have like Roraima Amapa grass, which kind of looks different, but it's...
Okay. Alright, we can continue. I think we're gonna do like 2 more seeds.
Alright, that works.
2 or 3, we'll see.
Oh yeah, this one is a little bit better. Set you another lock.
Okay, I started the game again.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Ah, yeah, here it looks. So, yeah, pretty similar. Similar
Ooh,
style of
here.
patchy grass. Yep. Yeah, the fully, yeah, entirely like insulators on one side with support. I don't remember what that means.
So this pole is which has 3 insulators on one side and a tiny support on the same side is
Yeah.
only in Santa Catarina.
Ooh. Okay, it's not even Minas this time.
No, because last time it was on the
Yeah.
other side.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So this time it's on the same side. This pole is even better. It's only 1 state.
Wow, that is really good because I was thinking like much more northeastern on this one. Like, I mean, there's normal poles. So it was a bit weird for, but I was thinking about like Rio or like Minas. So yeah, that's pretty good pole to know.
Also these, if you look like northwest, you can see that the insulators are like black instead of like the normal gray.
Yeah.
And these black insulators are only in Santa Catarina and Rio Grande do Sul. So
Okay.
that's also good.
Nice.
Northwest. I mean,
Yeah.
this pole is like the best pole.
Yeah. I've actually never heard about that pole, and I mean, it's kind of hard to learn every pole like based off the, I mean, the document. I'm gonna link it, but there's a document that has like every pole meta possible in like how to say, like a table. But it's hard to remember everything. So here we do have trident poles. That it's
poles.
normal regular poles. So
it doesn't rule out Parana.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be one of the 2 states.
Trying to find some other clues. Oh, there's a clue here. If you look north, there's like a palm tree. This is like a jelly palm. You can get that in like Argentina or Uruguay usually.
The tiny palm, like straight north to us.
Palm.
Okay, yeah.
This one. Not the best example of a jelly palm here, but this, and when you see this palm in Brazil, it's gonna be like northern half of RS and like SC most of the time. So I would say with this palm that it would not be Parana.
Okay, good.
I've seen it sometimes in Parana, but kind of rare.
Yeah.
Yep, so with this, the jelly palm and the trident pole, I would definitely go northern RS here again.
Nice.
Nice guess.
Yeah, I mean, I got a bit lucky there probably. But yeah, good call. Yeah, it can be very hard, definitely, between Piranha and RGDS.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay. That's a round.
Yeah, so here, again, first thing, we're gonna look at poles. No supports and trident, I think.
Yep.
Probably gonna be Marniao then, this landscape. or something else.
Yeah, it is gonna be something else.
Yeah,
Indeed.
there's
So
sugarcane,
we
so.
can
Mm.
see sugarcane everywhere
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah.
Wouldn't be Marignal.
Yeah, true.
Um, and then trident poles in the northeast. I would say most. It's when you see trident poles, it's never gonna be Bahia first of all. So you can just. I mean, sugarcane Bahia is like impossible.
Hmm.
Um, just in general, if you see trident and you're in the northeast, it's never gonna be Bahia. So trident pole, I would say mostly common in Sierra and RN, but it can also be like the other states with yeah, with like Paraiba being the less likely, say.
Okay,
Um,
it's good to know. It's also very flat, which is confusing because usually the northeastern sugarcane is kind of in hilly areas, but
yeah, this is kind of
it's,
an interesting round. I kind of thought
yeah.
like maybe I'll make my guess, but my guess.
Hmm.
Oh, never mind. Okay, well, kind of hard to tell, I would say here the state, but if you get northeast here, you can already trick some
Yeah,
inexperienced people.
yeah, probably, yeah.
I mean, just no support here.
Yeah.
Has to be northeast with sugarcane. Okay.
Yeah, we do have random wooden poles here actually.
Yeah, I think
Um,
that's a clue here.
yeah, which maybe are more, let's say more Bahia or Minas if you think you are like in the central or northeast of Brazil.
Yeah, yeah. So here we have super smooth soil, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
I associate this soil also more like South Bahia or North Minas.
Okay.
And then we have fire sticking around. If you look, it's like just east, everywhere along the road. This
Hmm.
plant is called fire stick.
Okay.
You can see in like Rwanda a lot as well. It's the
Yeah.
same plant.
Okay.
And I know South Bahia has a lot of it, so I'm definitely leaning South Bahia here.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah. Do you
it's
know
not
it?
only in South Bahia though,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Do you know anything about like the car maybe here, like where it would be in terms of cluster?
I mean, Blue Card 23 uh, makes sense also for South Bahia, but I mean, Blue Card 23 is kind of
Yeah.
if it's not exposed or anything,
Okay.
kind of a bot car, not that useful.
Hmm. Yeah, I was thinking either like the Puripa cluster or Guanambi. I've
Yeah.
heard those are the two drier clusters in southern Bahia. Then Bom Preço Solapa is usually greener courage and the blur.
Yeah. Oh, Gornaby also has some patchy grass. Funny.
Hmm. Okay, okay.
Don't know. I can show you. But yeah.
Okay, okay. Pretty cool round again. We do have normal pose with supports, I think. I can't see the type
Where?
supports.
Oh, yeah.
Southeast. I think it's just
I
a
see. We do
classic
have
pole.
at least one support. Yeah.
It is stripe car 24.
Yep.
We don't have the brake lights. I was.
If we had the brake light here, I would
Yeah, we'd
probably
go
go
Espirito.
Espirito.
Yeah, yeah. So then I'm thinking Bahia. I'm not really sure.
Okay, so we have eucalyptus plantation if you look like west northwest,
Yeah.
and then we have like a ball grassy hill like northeast as well.
Yeah, yeah. Mm.
So with these clues, I would probably lean just mean us,
Okay.
um, but not too far from the try point, I would say.
Okay, okay.
Like
Yeah, I was kind of blindly listening to the regular poll, but that's not very smart as it's not. I mean, no poll meta is 100%, so you do
okay,
get quite oftenly normal polls in Minas.
okay, is that a piranha pine? Like just like east? It's like left of the road. What is the
Wait.
tree?
Oh.
But like, it's whatever.
Ah. Oh, it was
It is.
Espiritu Santo. Yeah, usually that's what I was saying. You usually get the brake light in Espirito, but I guess it just looked very much like there with the amount of huge eucalyptus plantation.
Yeah. I mean, this area also kind of tricky to get the state sometimes.
Yeah.
If you click try point, you usually find in duels or in the World League or whatever. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think we had like a piranha pine. It looked a little bit weird though.
I don't want to believe it.
But yeah, it's
Yeah. Do you have that lock with patchy grass in?
okay. I'm looking for it.
Okay, okay, okay.
We have some patchy
Ah,
grass
yeah, yeah,
here
yeah.
and
Some
some
random patches.
milkweed.
What is milkweed? This is like the random plants that.
Yeah, that are sticking out. We're kind of far
Mm,
away, but it's like the Rajasthan plant basically. It's
yeah.
the
Okay.
same. It's basically the same thing. Um, and when it's pammed like that, there are some hotspots, but Guanambi is a good hotspot for
Yeah.
milkweed, and then like um, Western Paraiba, Sierra has a lot as well, and stuff like that.
Okay. And also the ridge southwest is. I've heard that's a recognizable ridge for Guanamdi, maybe, or like.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. If yeah,
Okay, okay.
so
Because you see it on a lot of logs around the place, so
yeah, because
it's good
there's
to
quite a
know.
bunch of coverage near Guanambi.
Yeah.
It's well covered, so you get Guanambi quite a lot when you play. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's really recognizable.
Okay. Let's get into the next one. Okay. Trident pole without supports.
Support.
First thing thinking is Maniao here, obviously. Now,
Yeah,
mm, for some reason I consider Roraima, but would Roraima have trident poles like that?
I think it can,
Mm.
but I'm also leaning Marignan here.
Yeah.
Any plates on the poles or something? Oh, there might be a plate on the pole south-southeast. It's kind of hard to see.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep,
I mean,
that swoops
there's
around.
yeah, there's a lot
But
of Maniao palms also, which
yeah, I was looking
and
for some
it's
mountains in the
yeah,
distance maybe for Roraima. Didn't
yeah, yeah.
see. Didn't
Yeah,
see
when
any.
it's like flat like this, you usually see mountains at some point at least
Yep.
for Roraima.
So we have the plate here, just and a
Yeah,
lot of Babasu like southwest
yeah, yeah.
in the distance.
And
And
then
then you kind of
yeah.
just have to know the flat part of Marignan, I would say.
Okay, yeah,
And we have some cars on the road, so definitely a yellow road.
yeah. I was thinking maybe the 135 or something like that, 360 maybe. But yeah, I don't know where it's flat. So
Maybe the 316.
yeah,
Oh. There's a part that lines up Max West Marignan on the 316. I might try.
ah,
Nope. It was the
unlucky. I'm close. Yeah. But yeah, is the blurry, like kind of blue car blurry coverage everywhere in Maniao, kind of? Or
Yeah,
mm.
it's a lot in Marignan. It's kind of new as well.
Yep.
So
Okay.
we have area code here. Nice.
Oh, yeah. 32. Mm.
32 would be South Minas, like Juiz, the Fora region, or a bit more north.
Yeah, I was thinking I was remembering the records wrong because I thought it was way too dry for who is the photo? Like what?
Yeah, maybe. Um, it could be just like a little bit south of Belo Horizonte as well. That's also 32. I don't know how big exactly the 31 is, but
Mm. Like there's some almost savanna looking trees. I mean, I've been baited by Minas vegetation so many times that yeah, I don't want to make any call here.
Well, I mean 32, right? I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
in this case you just have to trust the air again.
yeah,
So, let's see.
yeah. Okay, nice. Yeah, I would have never went there if we didn't have Jericho. I would have went like far northeast, I think.
Yeah, but some trees are like, I mean, yeah, just like some high elevation trees.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah,
Looks okay. We have a
yeah,
blur here.
yeah. Finally.
Finally, we got the blur.
Yeah, the infamous. I mean, infamous. Like, if you are into blurs, this is definitely one of your favorite ones. Probably the constant sour blur. It's very useful
Yeah,
because you only get it in this area, really, and in Brasilia. And I
yeah,
think there's also a little hotspot in the border, the tri-point between Espirito and Rio and Minas, right?
yeah. That's like it's like Rio Minas border,
Yeah.
not really Espirito. It
Ah,
also
yeah,
goes to
more, yeah,
Sergipe
yeah, yeah.
as well. This
Yeah,
this
true,
blur.
yeah. Sergipe is a bit more green maybe than this? I'm not sure.
Trying to see anything in the round. I would think.
And there's a trident pole next to us. I mean, I don't know if that's...
Okay, this is a. Hmm. It's kind of a weird trident though. It's
Yeah,
really
it's like
bars
very
really
long.
long at the top. So
Yeah.
show them. I mean, either way, we're not gonna get too far here.
No, no.
Um, this case, I don't know. Oops, okay.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah, I
basically
got
clicked
lucky
on the...
here.
Yeah, but still, I'm like not too far away, so... But yeah, nice guess.
No supports again here. Oh, we have a new meta here. It's the yellow paint.
Ooh, ah, yeah, true.
So when you see this rectangular yellow paint that goes like it's like the thickness of the pole.
Hmm.
It goes towards the like. I mean, yeah, this is just this thick yellow paint, mostly in the Bahia and Pernambuco.
Yeah.
I mean, Brazil has some paints a bit everywhere as well, which is kind of sad.
Yep.
This one, when it's like not really faded, it's like pretty well. It's a good paint, I would say. I think it's pretty consistent.
Yeah, okay.
I would definitely go Bahia here over Pernambuco.
Okay.
Just oh, we have a Bahia palm. No, you can't really see it. It's not the prime example, but you can
Yeah, is it the one
see
above,
Bahia
like,
palm.
kind of above the... like, the bushes?
Yeah, this one.
Hmm. Okay.
Uh, so the only area that you would get Bahia palms in Pernambuco would be like Garanhuns area,
Hmm.
the one with the brakelet cluster.
Yeah, yeah.
But it would be like white sand and like, oh my god, what is that?
Wow. Okay, so I
That's also
guess...
kind of lucky.
I guess this is the easternmost part of the Bom Jesus Lapa coverage, maybe? I think, if I
We had a
remember
blur
correctly...
here.
Yeah, yeah, it was quite blurry. I mean, maybe it's not... Maybe not, actually.
I don't know. I'm not the blur guy. I'm not the car guy. Yeah, but yeah.
I mean, you're still 5 yet, so it's not... you can deal without having to learn blurs, if that's not your thing. Definitely.
Ah,
Oh,
okay.
speaking of which...
This is kind of like when I get this round in a duel,
Mm.
I'm just kind of crying, you know, because Brazil in some maps is like underrepresented, I would say.
Yeah,
Um, and then everyone knows this blur, so I'm like, yeah,
yeah,
the only Brazil round I'm gonna get in this duel is this round, and I'm just crying.
yeah. Ah, yeah. Here's the ridge. Yeah,
I don't even try to region guess because it kind of looks the same everywhere.
yeah. Okay. Nice one. We actually got very good scores there. Like if you lined up that last one, could have been like
Yeah, that was pretty good.
could have been 23k actually. That's pretty nice. Okay, we're gonna play.
Anything,
Yeah, yeah. What?
anything above like 20k in Brazil is like really good.
Yeah, and I mean depending on the seeds, it's gonna be like more or less impossible on some seeds to be consistent. Especially if you play with a timer, like it's very
Yeah,
hard to
also,
both like make the good region guess and then find like a road that makes sense because there's so many yellow roads in Brazil. So yeah.
yeah, yeah, 20k is really good. If you even can get like 17.5 or something like that consistently.
Yeah, by yourself. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's pretty good.
Okay, we have the fucked sky again.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The rectangular blur and the kind of desaturated image and exposed car. So
Yeah,
it's very recognizable coverage. So as you said, it was empty Goyas, really mostly.
yeah, MT and Goyas mostly.
Okay.
I've seen it in like far west Minas also.
Yeah, I
But
think. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
it's like super rare. I don't even like it. Probably got like overwritten.
I think I saw it like some months ago, but I don't know. Yeah, it's maybe rewritten by now.
Um, what the landscape? I don't see any clue here. With the poles, kind of useless poles
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. There's no palms or anything really.
I don't know. I would
To
need
me,
to scroll
it
more
kind of.
first.
Yeah. To me, it looks like the road we had before,
So the
but
road was the
the 110, I think.
MT110. Yeah,
Yeah, but I don't know if it could be. It's kind of a bit
a
too
bit too
straight.
straight.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. What can it be? Oh, the just the main road east as well. The 158 has it.
Okay. Okay.
Um, so I'm gonna try that, I think. But like, I don't know.
Ah. Yeah. Yeah. I saw the section at the last section. Yeah. That's
This
very final.
158 road has like
I did the same.
four different
Okay.
coverages.
Yeah.
It's so annoying. You have like the special Mato Grosso car. I don't know if you've
No,
ever seen that
I
one.
actually don't
It's
know.
like
No.
uh, it's in the Plunkett guy. I think this one.
Okay.
Try to find it. It's like a unique Gen 4 car. It's only that one road. Maybe it's at spotlights. Check.
Recognizable roads, maybe. I don't think it's there.
No, it's not there. Wow. Okay.
Which road is it? I mean, it's the 158, right? But where?
But it got like rewritten
Ah.
everywhere. It got like overwritten everywhere. Also,
Is
yeah,
it
this road has like 4 different types of.
is it the blue blue exposed like slightly exposed 22 like or
No,
what
it's
is?
like a white exposed.
Ah, yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, I can
Um,
send you a log. It's the
yeah, it's like
July 2022.
Santo Angelo area. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think I've gotten that correctly before. But sometimes it looks blue, like yeah, it is white
Uh,
exposed.
this one. I'm not sure if there's any location left like with
Is it not
this
south of
car.
Santo Angelo? Is it not that coverage? Jamaica. I think there's a section
It's
where you still get it.
Santo Angelo. Where is that?
It's not far north on the road, south of Compressor.
check. Oh, wait, this is blue though.
So I guess it's just a free. Oh no, it's not the same. It's not the same. You're talking about like a brake light car?
Yeah, it's like
Ah,
a really
yeah,
exposed
okay.
white car with brake
Yeah,
lights. I think Gen 4.
I've not seen that car in like a very long time. So yeah.
There's a possibility that it got completely overwritten.
Yeah,
Okay, so there's this
that's.
thing, and then you get like the Fox guy, and then you get like some just normal blue car, and just you get some Gen 3, and then like it's all over the place basically on
Yeah,
this road. It's kind of hard.
yeah. Wouldn't the Fox car be more like in the southern part of that road maybe? Since like.
Um, I don't know, but I know I've seen it even in Para. Like
Oh
it came into Para, the Fox
wow.
guy.
Okay, okay. So yeah.
Um, probably. Oh, actually no. We have a lock here.
Oh yeah, yeah. I have one
I'm
too. Yeah,
gonna.
yeah, yeah. I have one
Okay,
too.
yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
good to know.
No, that's kind of ridiculous actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's overwritten the whole like on 1,000 kilometers. I mean, maybe not 1,000, like 500 kilometers, and then randomly pops up like max north. That's stupid.
Yeah, Brazil is just. That's why I don't really. I mean,
Mm.
I look at the car most rounds, but the car is actually useful in like maybe a third of my rounds when I play
Yeah.
something like that.
Okay. We have a
Maybe
mix of supports and no supports here,
okay. That's a very good clue.
and we do have manual
Okay,
palms. I mean.
we have a Basu and we have Asai palms straight
Yeah, yeah,
front.
yeah. I was wondering. I wasn't sure if it was an SI palm, but yeah.
Yeah, this is an Asai
There's also
palm.
a gamma pole, I think. So yeah, definitely thinking power.
Where?
Yeah. Further down south, I think there's a gamma pole.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, that's good.
So yeah, good
And then you
clues
have
for power.
yeah. So on top of that, there's like the slightly exposed like white or blue car, depending on what you call it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
With like new para coverage.
Yeah.
But even without the car, or even Gen 3, you're just gonna get around with just infrastructure and vegetation.
Yeah, and it's gonna be enough. Like you don't need to actually look at the car for this, but
Yeah,
it's a decent confirmation.
so yeah, just new
Hmm.
para coverage here.
Yeah. So would you go Maraba maybe with the hilliness, or like, or Asai palms? Would that make you lean more north?
I would say Asai Palm would make me, I mean, more north in the state. I'm gonna go south, but it's definitely near Maraba as well. Some random
Okay,
Asai
okay.
Palms. So I don't know. What's the angle? Is it just the main road?
Ah,
Okay, so
should have clicked on that.
yeah, just click
Yeah.
Maraba here every time, and you get a good score basically.
Yeah. We've had 2 rounds like that already. Yeah,
Yep.
Maraba is definitely a big cluster of coverage, whether it's Gen 4 or Gen 3. Okay.
Okay, Trident poles here.
Yeah, in Gen 3. I was immediately thinking MT, but MS, but there's a Piranha Palm, so definitely not.
Yep, not MS for sure. Um, yeah, so can only be Piranha or RS.
Yeah.
This like a very good clue for the south usually is the brown soil. It's like this brown soil color. You're
Yeah.
only gonna be in like the 3 southern states every time.
Okay.
It's a very recognizable color when you get it a bunch of time. Yeah. Sometimes you don't really know because it's just like a forest, a dense forest, and you're thinking it could be like Goyas or Minas, and then you look at the soil and it's like this brown color and it's like a savior in the round. Basically,
Okay, okay.
sometimes you only have that clue. It's good.
Good to know, yeah. Yeah, I don't really know here. Actually, yeah, I don't know between the 2 states, to be honest. I was thinking more Piranha at first, but actually, I don't know. I could really see RS actually.
RS.
Yeah.
I was thinking more RS here.
Yeah, some of the
The
plants northeast look kind of sus.
Oh, I think there's a wooden pole like northwest, straight northwest, like a bit more.
No, yeah, true, yeah.
So that would just be like RS
Nice.
label, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, clicking Santa Maria is not the best on Gen 3, but like it's a good hedge, so.
Yeah, it's a good hedge. Don't worry, it's fine. We didn't get a single antenna.
Yeah,
in
antenna.
Santa
Yeah,
Maria.
true.
I'm surprised.
Whoever, nah, even Mato Grosso we didn't get. There's so much new antenna coverage. I mean, it's good to know where it exists, but yeah, you can. I'll show a shot, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
We have some piranha pines here.
You have
we
acai
have a
palms
big,
as well.
big clue here. Acai? Where?
No, that's Macau. Sorry.
Okay, so these are not Macau palms. These
Okay.
are queen palms.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
Kind of look the same, but when you play a lot, like the leaves are like more dripping downwards, and they're more thick as well.
Okay.
Like the one west.
Yep.
It's like curving downwards, basically the leaves.
Okay.
And like east as well, there's another queen palm. And Macau would be more straight, and the leaves would be like thinner as well.
Okay.
Okay, so another big clue here is the gray road, the gravel type road. That's
Yeah.
actually a good clue here. So this is really common in like eastern Santa Catarina. You see like there's like a light green patch east of like Casador. East of Casador there's like a dark green, and then east of that again there's like a light green, like diagonal.
Okay. Yeah.
It's really common there, and it's also in like north of that in the like dark green.
Ah.
Oh. Okay, so it's south of the diagonal basically.
Yeah. Okay.
So here you clicked. I mean, it's kind of hard to explain. But
yeah, it's the diagonal more east. Yeah, okay. I think I clicked on a tiny. I clicked on a tiny diagonal, but yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I see what you mean now. Okay.
This like kind of diagonal here has a lot of like gray soil, and it goes to Parana in the same diagonal here.
Okay.
This is actually like a really good. I would say it's not RS with this type of road.
Okay.
Most of the time. Another round with pines and queen palms. And
yeah, I was afraid to say it, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking like bending really downwards like the leaf. So yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the same.
It looks more like wet in a way. The queen palm looks like more hydrated. I don't know.
Yeah. I see. Okay.
Okay, we have round poles, south, west.
Yeah.
So basically thinking either RS or Sao Paulo here.
Yeah.
Because you can definitely see a similar type of landscape in those states. I'm not sure here.
Yeah, but the queen palms wouldn't be north of Sao Paulo, right?
It would be actually.
Okay.
It goes up to like Belo Horizonte maybe. Yeah. It's not the best palm, but
yeah. I mean, you do have Parana pine, which is also another thing to keep in mind here.
We have bamboo also west. Bamboo is like the worst plant, but maybe more SP than RS. I don't know. It's kind of a tricky one.
Yeah, in game I would always go SP. It just looks a bit more tropical in a way, but I'm not sure.
I think I would go SP as well.
Okay, just nice. Downtown.
Good guess.
Yeah. Okay, another nearly 20k game for both of us. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, we're gonna do a last seed, I think.
I really get some good plants, get some good clues.
Yeah, I hope to get one antenna around, but yeah, it's pretty unlikely at this point.
Oh wait, I know. Wait. This is funny. This one is a funny one. Okay.
Okay.
So
ton of babasus and no supports.
okay, what other clue do you have? What do we have?
I mean,
The clue is sugarcane.
okay. Yeah, I
So
was.
there's that one area of Piaui north of Teresina. Not that north of Teresina, but yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
there's sugarcane here.
Yeah, I was wondering if that really was sugarcane, but okay.
Yeah, it is
Um,
sugarcane. There are some ridiculous rounds where you can't see anything. It's just basically like a sugarcane farm, and it's Piaui, and like it's basically
okay.
ungettable.
So that's
But
just north of
thankfully here we have,
Teresina?
yeah, just like Yunyao or maybe a bit more south or
Okay.
some random. I mean, this is a yellow road, so maybe it's like maybe like the 112.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah. But yeah, some random white roads are like pretty much impossible here.
Hmm. I've never heard about it, but okay, okay.
Yeah, this is basically an insane round to get. You just know it's north of Teresina sugar.
Okay, nice.
Yep, your guess is also fine. Okay. Alright, alright. I think I know what this is.
Oh.
So,
I don't really know. I mean, definitely northeastern with the pavement and vibe.
yep, we have
But
northeast pavement here. It's kind of hilly. We have some colorful houses,
yeah,
which is like common in the northeast. So, um, Carmenta, if you want, blue car with brake light in 24. It's like the Garanyun's cluster in the northeast.
ooh, okay, okay. Yeah, I had kind of forgotten about that. Okay.
And then we have like, if you look west, we have a atypical lamp attachment. So you see like the lamp arm is like straight.
Yeah.
It's like straight attached to the pole. It
Okay.
bends. It's usually because like there is a plate or
Yeah.
something attaching, like connecting the pole and the arm. But now the arm is connecting like directly to the pole with some screws or whatever. So
Okay.
this is in the northeast is most common in Pernambuco.
Okay.
So backs of the theory. It's also in like Oran maybe, and like I mean it's very,
Okay.
and it's kind of the same lamp you see in like MS and Mato Grosso.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking,
It
but
kind of,
I think it's a bit more rounded, right, in MS Mato Grosso?
yeah, it's not exactly the same. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
more rounded. Yeah,
Okay, nice.
nice. So with the car here, I mean it is gettable with the lamp without the car, but you know it's the Garanyun car cluster.
Mm.
The
Yeah,
clusters.
yeah, yeah. Definitely useful, yeah.
Okay, I think there's a good clue in this round. We didn't talk.
I think there's specific insulators, yeah. Is it like
Yeah,
Sierra insulators? These
it's
weird,
Sierra thin insulators.
yeah.
Yeah, they're like thinner than the usual, and that's about it. And they're also in Goiás.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you're in the center state and you see these, gotta be Goiás.
Okay.
Basically only these two states, and but this looks more northeast, and there is no
Yeah, yeah,
support.
this white car, very green courage is very common in Sierra, I think. You also get it in Paraiba, Argentine, right? Similar courage.
The
Green, very
white car?
green. I mean, very green white
Oh,
car
very
coverage
green.
like this. Yeah.
Yeah, very green. Yeah.
Okay.
Then if you wanna region guess Sierra, then good
Oh.
luck.
I
You
tried.
tried. You tried.
No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, I mean, I thought it looked like similar coverage I'd seen in HD and Paraiba, but like that's kind of dumb.
Okay, look at the score here. We can get like a juicer score here.
Yeah, I kind of trolled actually. I was on like very good pace. Okay, pull supports and Macau palms this time.
Oh, where? Oh,
I'm
there.
not sure. Okay.
Okay, we have Yeah, well, there's definitely at least one Macau palm. Sure.
Oh, there's a specific pole southeast. Is that a Sao Paulo pole? I mean,
Yeah, it
pulls
is.
up,
It is. It is.
but
Yeah.
it still counts even though it's normal, like regular Brazil poles, like not round.
Yeah, it's also in RS as well.
Okay, that's a good clue here. Then I
So
mean,
it's
region
kind of
guess.
hilly.
Yeah, region guessing Sao Paulo is a bit
Um,
annoying.
this hilliness I would associate more with the east, uh,
Okay.
east half.
Yeah.
There's also a wooden pole like northwest, which is also fine for Sao Paulo. I mean the palms northeast, north. The three on the right, or I think they're just like decorative palms, and the fourth to the right is definitely a Macau palm. So it's
Okay.
like I can differentiate, but if you can't, like it just takes time basically.
Yeah.
I mean we have Sao Paulo pole top, wooden pole. It has to be Sao Paulo. Like
Yeah.
I would go like here.
Okay. Nice guess.
Okay, nice.
Ooh, finally. I don't think we've had a lock like this before, like a
Yeah,
Gen 3
Amazon.
Amazon. Like, these are, I think, what people, like, have nightmares about when they think about Brazil. Like these
Yeah,
ones.
Amazon. There are some good clues usually, or if you
Yeah, I
play.
think this is not the worst. Like, we do have some clues here, actually.
Yeah, there is a pole clue here, so it's not the
Yep.
worst.
Yeah, yeah,
But
this
without the
pull,
pole,
yeah.
I can definitely see like an acre here.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, especially with that
we
wooden
have
house. Oh, I
yeah.
don't know. Yeah.
Um, so we have horizontal insulators here. So like just this one horizontal insulator. I've never seen in acre before.
Yeah.
And hilly like that with Babasius kinda has to be Maraba area.
Yeah, with the yeah, no, it's just normal. I thought it was 2019 white car, but it's just random. Yeah, I'm not gonna go deeply into antennas. I don't think it's the most useful stuff actually. But there's
It's
a
usually
document to region
yeah,
guess with
mid antenna.
antennas. Yep.
Which is kinda useless. The mid is the most useless one in
Yeah.
Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah. But high and low are useful. We would rule out some states. But yeah. This was gonna be interesting, but it's really not interesting here with the poll. So I think I'm just
Yeah.
gonna send Maraba.
Yeah. Consent. Okay. So I mean, this is a pretty good game actually.
Yeah, 23.5 for me. That's actually so good.
Yeah. And that's with a Sao Paulo region guess. Like that's yeah. What rounds did we? Yeah, and a Sierra region guess as well. I mean,
I mean, like
middle
it
plonk,
looked
but
middle to me, but then I clicked middle. But yeah, it's I guess the Sierra is the most lucky one, and then we had
yeah,
Garanunes, Garanunes, and Teresina sugar, so that's gonna be always a really good guess.
yeah. And then
So
Maraba cluster is always nice because there's so much coverage right next to the city. So yeah,
yeah, and
it's
Gen
always
3.
gonna be a good good clue. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Um,
So
it's an insane seed too. 50.
yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. Thanks you so much for taking the time and playing these games. It was like really nice. I've never heard about like so many of the clues we've discussed today. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, and there are so much more.
Yeah.
But we can't get every round, so
But I think
I'm
it's
just
yeah.
snatching everything I can, basically.
Yeah, that's like very nice of you. I think it's very cool because there's definitely useful stuff for like all kinds of levels and like yeah, even like some of the best players in the world probably wouldn't know about some of the stuff we discussed, like some of the plant stuff. So that's
Yeah,
very
no,
cool.
definitely not. Yeah, especially the plants. No one knows anything.
Yeah,
Cause
it's
like
very hard to train your eye to recognize exactly the plant, and you can easily get baited. And I mean, I guess
and
so.
even if they're very good, I think some people rather like just map Brazil every 6 months and stuff, and look for cars and blurs and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, but I feel like it's
But
getting even harder these days with there's so much coverage. Like it's
yeah,
and it's hard to
so
recognize the cars sometimes even and stuff and yeah.
yeah, yeah. So plant's definitely a long-term learning option if you're
Yeah,
interested in learning Brazil.
yeah, exactly. Long-term investment. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's uh, it's pretty cool to get to learn some of them. But yeah, thanks for being here for like an hour and teaching us all of this. And yeah, I don't know. Do you plan on making videos at some point or like not particularly? Because I wish I could like do some advertisement, but
Nah, I don't. I mean, I do some Minecraft stuff, but it's
okay,
like whatever.
okay.
It's not.
Feel free to. Yeah, I'm gonna put a link to your channel, but yeah, feel free to
Yeah.
subscribe.
Okay.
And yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and see you soon for another video.